Hey, welcome back to my channel. Today we're making a Steelers inspired game day scarf. Black and yellow, black and yellow. What you're going to need today, first let's take a look at the scarf. It's going to be an easy one row repeat. This is a great beginner crochet project. It's 83 inches long by 6 inches wide. And of course you can adjust it to make it however long or wide as you'd like, but this is a tutorial on how wide and long I made it. Okay, you're going to need some yarn. I used Serenity's Premier's Bulky 5 Serenity in black. It's a nice soft yarn. And Big Twist Classic in Varsity Gold. Now this one I did 2 strands at a time because their 5 is very thin opposed to this 5, so I doubled it up and it was perfect. I'll also need a tape measure, some scissors, darning needle, and an 8mm crochet hook. This one is from my Prim's collection. Not mine, I didn't make it, but Prim. Prim made it. Alright, so let's get started. If you hear that sound in the background, that would be the snowblower. It is quite the snowy day here in Pennsylvania. Alright, so you are going to want to chain 200 for the size, the 83-inch size. You can chain less if you want it to be shorter. I'm going to make a smaller swatch for tutorial purposes. Okay, in the second chain from the hook, you want to do half double crochet. So we're going to do back loop only so that we have a neater edge. So you want to go for the bumps in the back. Okay, so to do a half double crochet, you're going to yarn over, and we're going through the back loop. So into this back bump. Pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through 3. Show that again. Into the back bump, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 3. So yarn over, go into the back bump, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 3. And you just want to do that all the way down. Got a little tangle going there. Okay. And this last one can be a little hard to find. It's right there. Okay, so now you have a good foundation. It's a nice, thick, springy little guy. If you choose to not do that, if you find going through the back loop on the beginning starter chain to be a little hard, then you can just do regular half double crochet under both loops. And then at the end, you can do a slip stitch to tighten up the edge. And I'll show you that at the end of this video. Okay, so now we are going to chain 2 and turn. Okay, now for row 2, this will be our repeat row. It's just this one row repeat throughout the whole thing. Nice and easy. Very beginner friendly. So you're just going to do half double crochet and back loop only. So you yarn over, go into that back bump of the V, back loop of the V, and yarn over, pull through all 3, like we did in the previous row. And you're just going to do that all the way across. Okay, chain 2 and turn. Okay, now you're going to do that for 5 more rows and then we'll switch to black. Okay, I'll meet you back when you're done with the 5 rows. Okay, so now you've done your 4 rows, and with the other 2 that we did together, that would be 6 rows total. So now what you're going to do is, you're on your last stitch here. You're going to do your half double crochet. You're going to do the yarn over, go into the stitch, pull up the loop, but instead of completing it, this is where you bring in your new color. Now chain 2. Kind of cinch that and turn. And you're going to do 6 rows of black now. Now black can be a little hard to see, so when you're chaining the full 200, you may want to put stitch markers every 50 stitches to help you along if you have trouble with that. Make it a little quicker when you're counting your stitches. Just a little tip. We're still staying in that back loop only. Like I was saying before, this is a great beginner stitch, beginner project. A beginner project that can make you look like a pro. Who doesn't love some nice game day gear, huh? Okay, so I'll meet you at the end of row 6 and show you what to do next. Okay, so we're at the end of row 6, and you know, you get a decent edge. But if you want your edge to be a little firmer, more defined, you can do a slip stitch edge. So turn your work, no chaining, just turn your work, and in the back loop, pull up a loop and go through. Sorry, let me show you that again. So you'll go into it, pull up a loop, and then pull through all the way. You have to kind of feel for that. Here you go. Pull up the loop, pull through. So you just do that all the way across, slip stitching. And it'll give you a more defined, stronger edge. Kind of how in the beginning we did the back bump foundation chain to give you a stronger edge in the yellow. That's kind of what we're doing here. Okay, so when you get to the end, leave enough of a tail so you could weave it in, then snip and just pull through. Okay, so if you want your Steelers item to look a little more penguins, before you do the black, do one row of white. That's simple. Then you have your white stripe, which also can go for Steelers. My headband looks like Daffy the Duck, or Donald Duck. Duck with his eyes closed. No, but yeah, so just a simple one row of white and you've already changed the look of your scarf. Yeah, this is a twisted headband. I'll be doing a future tutorial on that one. It's pretty easy. Yeah, spoiler alert, it's the same stitch as the scarf, but at the end you do something different. Less rows, obviously, and you do a twist at the end. There you have it. Thanks for joining us. Have a great day.